Do you ever wonder if your loved ones suffered or if they miss you the same way that you're missing them? Or even if they're sad that they are gone? So today we're going to discover the answer to all three of those questions, and I'm hoping that it will bring you new comfort and insight. Hi, I'm Linda Dolan, an Akashic Record practitioner and author, and on this channel I talk about soul journeys, which almost always includes loss, grief, and hopefully healing because it's part of the human experience. And for me and many of my clients, and perhaps for you, the very hardest thing is the not knowing. Wondering, did they suffer? Are they missing us? Do they regret dying? And we're going to explore all three of those questions and a lot more too. And I'm hoping the answers will bring you new comfort. Now, I know this might sound really hard to believe because I even can't believe it some days myself. But in 2022, I channeled 23 children in heaven in the Akashic Records. And I share their stories and their profound spiritual wisdom in a book I wrote called Feel the Love from Above, What the Children in Heaven Want You to Know. And, the question I get asked the most often about the book is, wasn't it sad talking to the children? And honestly, no, it wasn't sad at all. It was the opposite. Because the children were filled with so much love. They were so alive and passionate too. Because remember, they're home. They're in heaven. And they do not describe that as a place with harps and clouds. And no, they describe it as an energetic place that's vibrant and alive and filled with so much love. It's beyond our human comprehension. It is not a cold, faraway, distant place at all. It's a space filled with bliss and growth and everlasting connection to the people that they love. And everything they shared was uplifting and reassuring, exactly what we need when we're grieving. And those 6 months that I spent channeling, I deeply cherish it. I woke up every single day just excited, couldn't wait to get into the Akashic Records and hear what they had to tell me. I'm incredibly grateful for that experience because it felt kind of like being broken open and then refilled with wonder and awe. The only sadness I ever felt was not during the channeling, but during the time I wrote what they asked me to share with their families. And please know, they're absolutely aware of your grief and the raw ache of missing them. That's honestly why they came, because they want to share all that they know. And please just remember, they are with you now and always, loving and walking beside you. I'm really excited to introduce you to Alyssa, age 12, and she was the first person that I channeled. And I met her at the gates of heaven, which looked just like the gates on this book. And that first morning, when I met her, we were both so excited and really kind of stunned that we could communicate. I think we both had a lot of doubts that it could really happen, but it was smooth as silk. Partly because she was really bold and so incredibly funny and really direct. And the very first thing she told me was, Linda, let's get one thing straight right off the bat. It's the question that keeps my parents up at night. Did I suffer? And the answer is no, I did not. And she went on to tell me what happened. There was a snowstorm in her town, so school was canceled, which, yay, the kids were really excited about. and her best friend invited her to come over to her house to go sledding. She had walked that way many, many times before. There was a curve at the bottom of the hill, and as the driver came over the hill, he braked, but there was ice, so the car started to swerve all over the road. She could see it coming towards her, and it felt like it was slow motion. She knew she wasn't going to be able to get out of the way in time. And then she told me what happened, which was really remarkable. I felt nothing because God released my soul before anything could hurt. So in her final moments, she was calm, aware, and at peace. My favorite thing she told me that day was, I'm not sad, I'm not lonely, and I'm not missing them because I'm with them all the time. So how could I possibly miss them? I found incredible comfort in that. I hope that you do too. Her experience wasn't unique either. Several other of the children had that same releasing thing, is what they called it, thing happen to them. And not even one of them talked about being regretful that their life was short, or that they missed the experience of going to college or getting married or having children. No. That grief, that dream belongs to us. What the children want you to know most of all is that love never dies, and love and life endures beyond physical death. Your loved ones are very much still connected to you. They're right here. They're walking right beside you throughout your life. They're still really present, and nothing can sever their bond of love to you. So just for a moment, if you can open your heart to everything Alyssa shared in her story, what if what she said is true? What if your loved one is not gone? What if they're still alive in spirit? And what if you absolutely, positively knew that you would see them again when it's your time to go home? How would it change the way you're feeling, or your actions, or the story that you might be telling yourself about their death? So I think it's worth it just to say it one more time. Death may end a physical life, but will never sever the bonds of love, because in many ways, it's even going to grow stronger. And heaven is not a cold, faraway place. It's an energetic space filled with love and deep connection. They are absolutely still with you, just in a different way. Now, I know you probably have a lot more questions. I really wanted to know, what are they doing there? So I'll be doing a video about that soon, too. And I'm going to share many of the children's stories with you in future videos as well. I hope you enjoyed part of Alyssa's story. There's so much more to her story. And if her message touched your heart, I would love to share a full story of one of the children that you can access for free on my website, lindamdolan.com. And I hope you'll take advantage of that. And, you know, if you're missing someone today and you're open to it, you can ask them for a sign. If you usually dismiss the signs and doubt your intuition that it's actually them, just try something new today. Just notice and thank them and ask them for more. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next. And through it all, it helps to remember something really important, which is you're never alone. You never have to take this journey by yourself. You have a dedicated divine support team of angels and guides and loved ones and divine helpers of all kinds, always ready to guide and support you. And very often, they're just waiting for the invitation.